guys, it's Carla from Carla's Readings. I'm doing a reading on work, on career, on success in the financial realm, I think. So what we've got here is the two we've got the two chakra cards down the middle, which is interesting to balance out the reading. And so we've got sacral, which the term for sacral is I want. And it's your desires, it's your creativity, your sexual desires, your need to want material and emotional success. So it's the balancing out of the two emotions, and then we have the heart chakra. So it's a need to balance out between the heart and the sacral, so the reality that and working together in terms of like creativity, because creativity connects back into the heart, and following your desires, and the true I wants come from the heart, right? So I feel like there's a real need or urge to express yourself in more ways than you currently ever have before, in terms of what you're doing with work. So whether it's being creative, or expressing your emotions. There's a lot. I just feel like there's a lot of like anger or turbulence. Give me one moment. Sorry. Okay, let's see how we go now. A lot of can't talk. Anger or turbulence around speaking up your truth, and getting the words out properly. Just speaking the hell up. Like, I feel like speaking really loudly about what it is that you desire. It's like you might not be feeling like rewarded, financially rewarded enough for what you're doing, or emotionally. So it's almost like things are drying out for you. Things are drying up. And that's because, they're just saying bear with. And it's almost as if like there's a need for like a sudden change to take place. Like there will be a sudden change that will take place, and it comes along with letting go. It's the need to let go of like what once was, what you once desired and what you once did is completely different to what the universe is asking from you now. And so in the meantime, you're emotionally struggling to accept that this change is taking place. So it could be something that you've been doing for a long time and that no longer suits you, or you're just needing like more out of life, more out of what you're doing, more out of your heart space, just coming from the space of love, from the want, from the desire, cherishing yourself. There's just a need to like step up and put yourself first, put your needs, your wants, your desires first, follow your truth, in order to come into this harmony. Once you start to accept what you're doing and that your life is changing, that your needs and your desires have changed, then this level of harmony can come in. They're saying it's coming in, and there's a desire for more harmony, more peace within your life, and it comes next to this heart chakra. So as you balance out your work life, as to your love life will balance out as well. The intensity of the connection. It's about finding your truth within yourself, within everything you do. So you're creating a space to love yourself within everything you do. So if that's not fitting into your current template anymore, then there's a need to move on from that in order to satisfy your needs. and along with your spiritual growth. Things are changing rapidly. I'm just going to put the heater on because it's freezing. Things are changing rapidly at the moment, and the universe it's just, they're not allowing us to feel settled or feel like comfortable in what we're doing, for a lack of wanting to change. So it's funny because all these love cards keep coming out. So we're going to refocus the direction of this. That's interesting. So in terms of, me going ahead and saying I'm going to do a work reading, I cut myself off from the emotion of it. In terms of doing this reading, I've cut myself off from the emotion because work's work. And so love doesn't come into work realistically. Work's work, right? In the old template. But in the new template and in what the universe is asking for us, all we've got is love. And we've got it here too. Sacral chakra, heart chakra, truth, spiritual strength. We've got these cards, and each one of these cards is partnership. We've got the love relationships in each one of these cards. And so all we've ever done is block our emotions off from work. Go to work, do what you've got to do, don't connect, make money, go home, and then deal with your life and allow yourself to express yourself emotionally. That's what the old templates were. That's what we're being taught. Leave your shit at home, come to work, do your shit, and go home. Make your money. Like, it's demanding, it's strict, it's ugly, and it's not what we're desiring anymore. There's a need to shift our perspective, which were the initial cards that came out somewhere. Shift our perspective, shift the focus into a space of love and coming together within yourself, putting yourself wholeheartedly into this business and expressing yourself from a place of love, doing what you love, doing what you desire. Allow your passion to move you forward, because once you do, your business will flourish. Once your heart flourishes, your business will flourish. There will be harmony. There'll be new life. There'll be new energies. There'll be new ideas. There'll be creativity. There'll be love. There'll be desire. There'll be happiness. Ultimately, there'll be happiness. It's just a matter of bridging over from this old state of mind where you're like, go to work, do your shit, and go home. Or don't be emotional, don't express yourself. All these limiting beliefs that come up. And I can tell you, I was brought up I did an apprenticeship, chef apprenticeship. And the last thing that you were allowed to do there was express your emotions, unless it was anger. And so there's a major need to let go of this. Step into your desire, step into your passion, because your passion is what you're meant to be here doing. Believe it or not. There's the old saying that people say, oh, don't do what you love because then you won't have something to love anymore. And that couldn't be further from the truth. You need to do what you love in order to expand your truth and expand your horizons and expand your inner knowing and your inner abilities and your desires, and expand your world and connecting with others that share the same passion with you, and connecting with them and start a new career, connecting in with people. Sorry, Kelly. Come here. Start this new career connecting in with people that share your passion, share your desires, and that understand you for who you are. Sorry about my dog just then. So Spirit is asking you to step up and step forward into your passion, into your desires. What is it that has been calling you? And you can bring this into your workplace. So if you're not ready to move, but you're not happy or something like this, it's also a matter of like shifting this perspective into your current job. And so bringing about your skills, bringing about your abilities into the job that you're doing, because this will help you enjoy your space as well. And if that's not an option for you, then it's time to move on. There's no more hiding. There's no more just doing or just being. There's a time out. Take the time out to express your emotions, to feel into what you want, what you're feeling in life, what you truly want, your desires. You may have been feeling or thinking about this for a long time, and it's really coming to surface now. It's really coming to surface now. So you're saying it's time to stop hiding within your job or your career, being or defining who you are, because it's not defining you anymore. That's the scary part. That's the scary part, that it's not defining you anymore, or the fear of it not defining you anymore. For so long we define ourselves on what we do, and it's not serving us. It's time to take that leap and look into the unknown, like overcome that fear of the unknown or the not knowing what to do, and coming out of that place of feeling trapped in your old life, or in this cold, dark, ugly place of horror and meanness. And like, I feel like this is like big corporation kind of stuff, where you just feel like you're being consumed or like blocked from being yourself, or from expressing yourself, or even just doing what you're good at doing. There's a real feeling of like feeling consumed by your work or by your job. So take some time to reassess what you're doing, and think about what it is where your passion lies. And I feel like there is already a knowing of your passion and what it is that you're here to do, and it's just a matter of taking those steps towards it. And they're just saying not to worry, that things will be releasing from you very suddenly. Suddenly your expectations will change. So I'm not sure exactly what that means, but suddenly your expectations will change around what you're doing, and those that you've placed on yourself. So again, connecting back into, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, or I'm not meant to be expressing myself. I'm not meant to be worrying about my love life, or I'm not meant to be worrying about X, Y, Z, because this is work, and I'm not supposed to have emotions here. You're really like on the other side of that. So the feeling as though work doesn't define me anymore, that's a huge, horrible fear that's coming up for you. So it's time to reflect back on that which you do desire, and start to create change within your own life from that space. So I feel like it's coming out of the darkness, not having your eyes closed anymore, allowing yourself to observe your truth, observe your reality. Take the time to find what it is that you truly do desire, not to rush things. While you're unhappy, like, use this time, if you are unhappy, if this reading is resonating with you, Take the time to reflect back. This could be stuff that you've already been doing as well. Taking the time to reflect back on yourself, on your life, on how much you've changed, and then looking forward and saying, okay, well, where to now? In knowing this, in knowing what I want to do and who I want to become, and knowing that this doesn't define me anymore, and knowing that if I walk away, it doesn't define me. This kind of thing. As you process all that, allow yourself the time to think about it, to observe it, 2-3 weeks, if that's all it takes. They're saying 2-3, so just give yourself that time to really observe what you're doing and where you want to go. Not to rush things, because the heart cannot be rushed. But new beginnings around the corner. I feel like come springtime, there's going to be many, many changes, much satisfaction in what you're doing and who you are, and where you're going and who you've become. So just allow that time to settle in. You know, come springtime, if I said 2-3 weeks, that also 2-3 months as well. So you will start to see things very differently. You will be reflecting on yourself differently, and again, who you've become, and nurturing yourself, loving yourself and accepting yourself for who you are. Things are going to be changing massively. It's just a matter of giving yourself the time to shift out of this and accepting the emotions that are coming up, and also not hiding from yourself anymore, not hiding from the lies or the deception either that you're telling yourself or that or that's coming along with the workplace that you're in. There could be lies and deceptions going around. Maybe they're saying that they'll pay you more and they're not, or something like this, that they're not defining your worth anymore. So don't allow them to define your worth. Stand up for yourself. Do not allow someone else to define your worth. Give yourself a break. Create some boundaries from yourself. Know that this is who you're not who you are anymore, and you will not put up with XYZ anymore, and move forward. Replace the ugly with love. It does not define you. Your work does not define you. It is you who defines you. And once you face you, then your outside reality will change. And work will not define you anymore. You will be able to do what you desire, what you want to do, create change for yourself. So this card, Coral's Wisdom, came out. So colony, delicacy, fragility, being fragile. Works that are created over great periods of time. That's interesting. Works that are created over periods of time. So again, this is like feeling real battered, feeling fear, feeling change, or resistance to change. You know that change is taking place. Again, I feel like this is related to the work doesn't refine me anymore or define me anymore. Feeling cold, feeling left out in the cold, to freeze, or feeling overworked, exhausted, not really understanding what happened to you. Like there's like a shock, and not really understanding what's happened to you, or like where things are going, or I thought I knew myself but I don't. This kind of thing. So beware of like the negative commentation that you are running through your life, through your mind, and rewire this. Like again, re-implement that with positive thoughts, positive affirmations, and only allow yourself to be respected. So if you're not being respected, then you're not to put up with it. because work does not define you as a human being. So if you're being abused or you're mentally abusing yourself, any of these things, then there's time for a change, time to change your focus and love yourself. Know that you are worthy and know that you are loved and you are desired. And it's time for you to seek change. All right, so I'm just going to get a final message on that. The final message they're saying is connected into passion. Interesting. So we've got the unicorn and the maiden, communication with unicorn, purifications, undercover action. And then we've got guidance, mentorship, teacher of the old ways. So they're both connection to spirit. Again, the completion of this reading is to ask yourself, am I happy? Is this right for me? And if it's not, ask spirit for help. Ask creator, or ask Merlin, or ask the unicorns, the fairies, anyone you connect with. Ask the angels for help to see clarity and to move forward with the love for yourself. So ask your path to be opened up for you, the path that is right for you. Ask Merlin to shine a light on the path that is right for you and to share his wisdom with you. And he will illuminate the pathway for you. Communicate with yourself. Tell yourself how you feel. Be real with yourself. Express your emotions. Have a cry. Whatever you need to do, have a laugh. Whatever you need to do, express yourself. Be true to yourself. Connect with Merlin to ask him to illuminate your path if you're having trouble. And he'll show you in signs, in synchronicities, in dreams. He'll remind you of your passion, of the passion that burns deep within you. He'll remind you of what you're truly here to do and what you're here to truly express from within yourself, and that you are worthy and that you are enough and that you are desirable and you are loved. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise, regardless of where you are. You are enough. You are special and you are enough. And I'm sending lots of love and light your way. And that's all for the work reading. So I want to say, if anyone wants a private reading or healing, I do healings and also mentorship healings. So one-on-one, working through your emotions and helping you consciously release them with me. And so I work over Skype and in person, doing readings and healings. So if you'd like to contact me, info@carlasreadings.com.au, or you can connect on Facebook or Instagram, or just post a comment below the video and I'll send you my details. All my details are on my page. So thanks so much, and I hope that helped. Bye.